Alright, so my name is Apache, and we're gonna be going over Bucky. So, essentially all you gotta really know about Bucky is he's a mid to close range fighter. You have to cycle your abilities properly, as most characters do. And most important thing you have to pay attention to is your ammo usage. So we're gonna go over his basic kit first. From a left click, it's actually not that efficient toward the body. As you can see, does around 3 bars of HP, whereas a headshot does roughly 4.5 left. So a lot better for headshots. Obviously that's what you're going to want to be aiming for. On squishies, if you get a headshot you can immediately Q, but we'll get into that later. Damage fall off for his left click does start happening at around 25, so you won't be able to 2-tap squishies anymore. As you can see, it's only about half, and then actually requires 3 hits to even kill a squishy at that point. So it's probably best you just stay in your range of at least 20 meters. Other than that, Bucky is an interesting character because a lot of people are playing him wrong. What Bucky's useful for is honestly getting people to be out of position, if that makes any sense. Charge it up, release, and it will bring the enemy to you. The best way that I can explain what this ability is used for is to ruin the positioning of your enemies. So honestly, you can use this ability on really anyone. A tank, preferably a tank or a support, but you use this and it brings you to them. And a lot of people like to combo that with their shift. So essentially what your shift does is that it's 2 parts: the part where you're moving and the part where you actually uppercut the opponent. Bucky's shift ability can be used for 2 different things. It can be used from a distance, like that, or you can use it to guide someone where you want them to go. Depending on how you do it, it might auto cancel like that, but for example like that. The biggest combo that I have with Bucky's right click and his shift to get your opponents even more out of positioning is right clicking and immediately flicking your screen to turn this way. What you do after that is use your shift, you go like that. Obviously it won't work because, you know, but you get in range and then you can easily just bring them like that. If you do it fast enough, it'll bring them out of position. You've done some damage, and your team will be able to easily just mow them down. Unless they have like really good supports, it's more than likely that they're gonna die every time you do that. And that's also really annoying for an enemy tank to deal with anyways. For the next ability, it is E. Not much special about it, except for the fact that it pierces. That can actually be very useful when trying to collat with your ult. However, most people use it in the sense of trying to get the elimination, for example, like the finishing part of the kill, or they use it to reload. A lot of what people don't know about Bucky is that since he has low ammo, what happens is you use and you cycle your abilities in order to get your ammo back. 0, ability use, and we're back at 3. The best way to use Bucky in this way and to keep him shooting is by using your abilities. So for example, you have 9 rounds that you already used, and I haven't even used my right click yet. But yeah, you want to be saving your shift for when you use this most of the time. However, other from that, it can work pretty well. If you don't have it, shift can also be used as mobility. You need to get to high ground, or I don't know, you're walking out of spawn. But I mean, other from that, it's mostly used as a combo with that, and you don't really want to use it into the enemy team, or else you're probably going to get farmed because it does have a period of where you can't move right away. So be careful when you're using it, and don't use it to try to get into the enemy's backline unless you know you have a kill with your ult. So onto Bucky's ult, actually. Very interesting ult, has the most potential in my opinion. The reason why is because you get it back every time you kill someone. So when you hit someone with his ult, there's a red bar that you see on their health bar. If someone enters that, hold on, let me use that again. Someone enters that health bar, they're immediately eliminated. And whenever someone's eliminated with your ult, you get to use it again. And that helps a lot because all you gotta do is headshot. When you're fighting squishies, the biggest thing you want to do is you want to aim for the head. And you can immediately use it again. infinite times until you don't have anyone else to hit it with. Honestly, Bucky's ult has very huge potential with that. And you want to make sure that you're using it in fights that you know you're guaranteed to kill. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting the potential of the ult in and of itself. So it's not used as something to only use when they're grouped up. It's more like a confirmation, if that makes any sense.